I'm Kelly Thompson, and you're listening to Capes and Lunatic.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Comic Capers, episode, 15.
That's it?
I believe, yes. Well, we do so many shows. I mean, if we labeled everything with the same number, we'd probably be over 300 by now. I am Phil. Joining me once again is...
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire, and I totally thought you were going to go for the Dragon Ball Z meme. It's over 9,000. You missed an opportunity to rope in the nerds. Shame on you.
I'm really not into Dragon Ball Z, so...
We're doing manga. That's
I know I'm pretty, but I'm not a millennial like you, okay?
It's okay. You're getting your digital books. I thought you were trying to be on our side.
I know,
circumstances.
Stupid UPS damaging books.
FedEx better get all that sweet comic book money now.
Exactly.
Anyway, what are we talking about today?
Well, since last episode we talked about the first compendium of Invincible, today we're talking the second compendium, Compendium 2.
Ooh.
Which covers... This one's, I think, is thicker than the first one, even. I think this way...
That is still 1,024 pages. The stock might be... The paper stock might be a little thicker.
I think so.
They're like, ooh, it did so well the first time. Let's get even fancier.
Yeah, so I think the third one might even have this stock like this, maybe.
Yeah,
but yeah, this is like a thicker stock, I know, from the first one. But yeah.
It covers 48 through 96, plus Invincible Returns number 1 and Astounding Wolfman number 11.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is basically about his transition from, like, his early superheroing to, like, he's, like, hardcore Earth's number 1 hero. This is really, like, a very, very complete story when you think about it, how you break it down. When you break down the compendiums.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. I will say in this, if you read the reviews on any site, it does get a little wash, rinse, repeat, repetitive a little bit.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't mind it, but I did notice the complaint. I can see where they're saying that. For me, not so much, because he always had, like, a little bit of a different twist on it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we do get, like... betrayals. Cecil.
So many.
Yeah. The whole thing with his brother. And
yeah.
It was an accident. It's covered in blood. It was an accident.
That's my kind of accident. I think my favorite issue, actually, out of this whole one is probably 85. The one with Alan the alien. Because I just can't get this quote out of my head. Like, the particular panel where he's like... I'm sorry, this is gonna get ugly, but I just couldn't do this without telling you first. I just value our friendship too much. It's being loaded on a ship that I am personally going to travel to Earth in, where I will introduce the virus to the planet's atmosphere. I'm sorry. I'm just like, what? Alan! That damn Alan!
But, I mean, just the art. We're doing art for the last compendium, too, but just, like, the, like, grand, like, space battles and...
Yes! And the blood really pops.
Operatic, yeah.
They don't shy away from it, and I appreciate it. Like, it's like such a dichotomy because it's usually so colorful and fun, and then just like in the middle, they're just, oh, nope, we're getting gory, punch them up, Sin City style.
Mm-hmm. And I think this compendium's really where we started with, like, oh, Mark's been gone for a year, or Mark's been gone 6 months, or...
Yeah, the time jumps, and I'm gonna say he didn't pull any punches, people stayed dead, there's consequences to his choices. This isn't like an Angel situation, shout out Angel Chronicles, where it's just him and he remembers and nobody else is affected. No, everybody else is affected, and I really appreciate that, especially in a comic book story.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a Marvel or DC book time does. That's why that's the one big thing I think like Image and like other like the smaller companies have over them is like their characters actually do move forward and age and
yeah. And I have to say I think the art titles for this one are my favorite because it goes from Who's the Boss, Happy Days, Standing Still, Growing Pains. Then they kind of get the Trulamite War, and then it's like Get Smart, Family Ties, What's Happening.
Yes.
Yeah, I think these are all my favorite next to Head of the Class and Perfect Strangers, because 80s classics.
And that, I mean, we said last episode about Kirkman doing all the superhero cliches, but, you know, making them fresh and stuff. But so of course he hasn't done it yet. So of course we have to our main hero has to lose his powers and get replaced by the black guy. It's good enough for Tony Stark and Hal Jordan. Hey,
so true. Although Hal Jordan's a little bit better. Sorry, Ironheart fans. It's my cosplay. Don't yell at me.
Oh, I meant Rhodey. Hey, I mean Tony Stark. Hey, man. Hey, anytime they replace Tony Stark is with a black person. Hey,
Rhodey is my least favorite replacement for Tony. Fight me, nerds. I don't care. I said it. But yeah, no, that kind of did make me chuckle a little bit.
Waiting for that Ironheart cosplay.
Still working on it. I much prefer Misty Knight in my condition, Philip.
Ah, true. Well,
let's see that. Gotta keep going.
Painted silver.
Where's that duct tape?
Mm.
Yeah, this one is I think this is the most relatable. This particular compendium is probably the most relatable. It's of the journey, you know.
And we get the we really get the main, I don't know, say the meat, but the big part of Mark and Eve's romance, like the beginning and like the foundation for that, you know.
Yeah.
What's to come, and
it's their relationship is so bittersweet. They have like these really huge lows and very little highs, it seems like to me.
Mm-hmm.
When all I really want is just like an Incredibles relationship for them. But yeah, there's a lot of lows in their relationship, so it's kind of like Dana and Terry in Batman Beyond, to be honest.
Kinda, yeah.
And we all know how I feel about Dana.
And of course, in a lot, I'd say at least once or twice in every compendium, we get some nudity and sex scenes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
I mean, it's not like it's a Gail Simone book or anything. Or even a Kelly Thompson book at this point. It's tasteful, not gratuitous.
And then we get the very, 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 very long
vacation. Episode.
Get the very, very, very long vacation of Robot and Monster Girl.
A Robot, I don't connect with.
Well, I don't think anyone's really supposed to relate because he's like the most.
It's just the least favorite rogue.
He's not an alien, but he feels the most like alien. Like in a world of like, you know, where Mark and his father and Alan are all aliens, Robot feels even more alien than them, even though he was like born on this planet.
Well, yeah, made on this planet.
Well, yeah.
Spawned like me, hatched, yeah. Yeah, no, like I said, his rogues gallery is not the best, but it's not really. See, that's the thing about this one. It's not really about the villains, unless you're talking about his dad. I feel like that was the biggest pressing thing in the whole story. Everybody else is just kind of like, all right.
Nah.
You know, because it left that truly deep emotional scar to the point where he goes and makes that choice, you know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's so much stuff to unpack in these.
I know. Though, I will say that I don't like Astounding Wolfman at all. I'm more of a Adam, Eve, and Rex Explode kind of girl, just to be honest, like, out of the books that came out of this universe, little mini-series and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, basically the issue of Astounding Wolfman that was in here is, like, my only exposure to the character, but, I don't know. I mean, Rex Explode's kind of a jerk, and, like, also has, like, the silliest name.
I thought you'd love that. He's very Hal Jordan-esque to me.
Hal Jordan is just, like, arrogant, cocky. This guy is just, like, I mean, I understand that, you know, we get the backstory for Rex Explode, and there's tragedy in his past. It's all basically tragedy, but still, he just comes off as, like, a jerk.
That's how I feel about Hal, so.
He cheated on Eve!
As you do! You have to experiment, and maybe...
With duplicate. He's like, alright.
Hey, man. Can't pass up those opportunities. Just saying.
But then she ended up with Abraham Lincoln.
The Vampire Hunter?
No,
I'm just joking. I wanted to make that reference because that's an awesome movie based on a crappy comic. Wait, am I talking about DC? Sorry.
I thought we weren't going to mention.
Oh, this is what I wanted to say. I did warn you that I was going to kind of make a mention of Bendis. And no, it's not the Bendis comic that you guys have grown to know and love.
Long-term fans of this show will know our long-term, I don't want to say affair with Bendis, but...
Our love-hate relationship with the man. Okay, so Kirkman, much like Bendis, this is Kirkman's story. He's the sole writer. He's written every last issue. He's even written all the side, like in Invincible, Return of the Invincibles, and the Astounding Wolfman. He actually wrote those, so nobody else has touched this character but him. And I think that's amazing. 144 issues, and it's all you. So his vision for this character, that's why I feel like it feels so complete, and the voice doesn't waver. He's done it his way, you know? Even in a lot of these other, like, IDW and other places in Dark Horse, a lot of the writers still kind of complain, like, yeah, I have a little bit more freedom, but I don't, you know what I mean? And I just feel like he's had the freedom to definitely tell the story to the exact way that he wanted, like we were saying with the first one. Why isn't it 150 issues? Why isn't it 200? He said, I'm done. This is it. This is what we're doing. Deal with it.
But it's like, it's amazing because, like, with some writers, when they write a character for that many issues, sometimes the quality goes down or, back up sometimes. But, I mean, Kirkman seemed to keep I know you said there were some times you thought it was, like, slow, but, I mean, for the most part, I think the quality
the story needed it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Especially when it's, like, a creator-owned book and, if you have, like, this long-term plan, I mean, you can plan for... Well,
Walking Dead is one thing. This is definitely something different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I love that we get that kind of those two sides to him.
Yes.
And there's another book that I'm going to recommend in the next issue if you guys you decide you like Invincible. I have another book that you might want to check out once you get through all 144 issues and then some.
Ooh, stay tuned for the next episode.
I don't even know if you're probably familiar with it, but we'll get there. But yeah, so I'm just really impressed with Kirkman's vision, specifically for this book. And to have the same artist pretty much throughout, too. And then have the original artist come back, too. That's just
I was going to say, 144 issues and you've only used 2 artists. Again, that's still amazing.
That's that gives you consistency.
Oh, yeah.
That a lot. I mean, I really wish a lot more books would be able to do this, but I know a lot of writers and artists, they just can't commit to that kind of journey.
Well, when this was month to month, weren't there times where they took several months off or even a long break?
Usually we would get nine issues, sometimes 10 if we were lucky.
I mean, if it helps the quality of the the storytelling or the art, I wouldn't even mind if they take breaks.
Looking at you, Watchmen, Tuesday Clock.
They better be swinging out of the cages every other month.
So yeah, I mean, no, and I was never annoyed about it. I just kind of go, okay, so we're waiting. And in fairness, the issues were worth the wait at the time. Yeah,
that's why I'm glad I binged all this, because, I mean, if I had to wait, I wouldn't mind the wait, except I'd be like, oh, come on, I can't wait, this is so good.
On Twitter, come on, Kirkman. So yeah, no, do you have a favorite issue or a favorite arc out of this particular compendium?
I don't know. Favorite, but I thought it was crazy when he decided to work with Dinosaurus.
Convenient plot point is convenient for plugging other things, I guess.
Ew!
Ooh, phrasing. Sorry.
Sounds sort of naughty now that I'm saying it.
Poor Kelly Thompson. Wasn't that was that Vegas that got blown up?
Yes. So that's why I was like, Marvel. They want to be Marvel so bad.
What is with comics and just they paint the target on Vegas every.
You know what? Resident Evil blows up Vegas too, so it's a thing in media.
Well, I guess everyone's like, oh, what city can we blow up? How about Sin City?
But no, we talked about the Marvel team up last issue with Spider-Man, but he does kind of love Marvel a little bit more because I don't know if you have the official handbook to the Invincible universe that was released from back in 2006. Mm-mm. It's in the style of that classic Marvel universe handbook, and it has a very similar cover. Ooh. So yeah, I have it, but it's digital. I don't feel like getting my iPad out. So, but yeah, I thought that was pretty neat when I discovered it.
I'm gonna have to find that. But
I saw it at not Borders, Barnes and Noble. Ooh, I had a time machine apparently. Barnes and Noble.
I was gonna say I love Borders.
Me too. It was my favorite bookstore. Sorry, Barnes and Noble.
All right, put you on the spot. What costume you like better, the yellow one or the black and blue one?
Black and blue, Nightwing. Come on, be serious.
I like it on Nightwing, but for Invincible, I think I like the yellow. The yellow and blue better.
It looks kind of like Booster Gold. That's why I didn't like it. I have like those negative connotations. So I was like, nope.
I don't know. I think he pulls it off better than Booster Gold.
True.
Sets him apart because like what like big hero besides Booster do we know that wears like yellow like that looks good like that?
Well, not that looks good. Oh, well, no, I would say Bumblebee.
Yeah, but that's kind. I mean, as a robot,
it's an insect thing.
As a robot, it's like Bumblebee's skin. Oh.
No, not that Bumblebee. No Bumblebee.
I know.
Came out 2 years before the Transformer character. Thank you very much.
Hey.
As DC has made note in their lawsuit. Well, no, Hasbro tried to sue them, and then DC's like, hold on, wait, what? So anyway, yeah.
Oh
that's
my
old
word.
news.
We might have to do that one day on here. Some Marvel Transformers.
Yeah, we can do G.I. Joe while we're at it, too.
Yeah. But I mean, at least for Transformers, the comics were superior to the cartoon.
Well, I would hope so. The cartoon was slapped together much like He-Man just to sell toys. I mean, the toys came, in He-Man's case, the toys came before the cartoon, so, you know. But, yeah. I don't know. It's tough to pick my favorite art, just to be honest.
It is.
It's just so good. And they all just kind of roll into each other. I don't know, there's some one-offs, I guess you can consider them to be one-offs or whatever, but I just feel like it's just this continuous story that doesn't let up. And like you said, it's perfect for binge reading, and I feel like that needs to be a bigger trend, for sure.
But I mean, just like the one of the common themes is like, you know, you talked about those slow times when it's, I think a lot of that's intentional because it's like slow, then it's like, oh my god, where the hell did that come from? That moment come from?
Yeah.
Which is like you get a fist through somebody's chest. Oh! Then you get the moments like, does this make my butt look big?
It makes it look like you have no panties on. Probably because you don't. As you do.
Spandex, come on.
Exactly. A mess.
So, anything else on this one? I said it's so hard because there's so much goodness.
Family Ties was a pretty good one too, though.
Mm-hmm.
It comes after the war, and then there was an arc before that. I think it was the Get Smart one, but yeah, I think Family Ties where they're kind of like, I don't know, I like their family dynamic, just period. It's very interesting and it's kind of real in a way. Like, as much as I love Mom, Pa, Kent, like, nobody's parents are like that. Shut up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, get out of here.
But yeah, guys, I mean, if you haven't read this one, you read the first compendium of Invincible, get this. It keeps escalating. Yeah,
it's exponentially more enthralling than the first one. Really
yeah. Because I remember getting the first one and I was just like, oh, I've heard good things. I hope this is good. But then every time I pick up a compendium, I was just like, I couldn't put it down.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is another A for sure.
Oh yes.
Honestly, I just wanted more Alan. This is my only complaint, I think, probably.
Yes,
I like Alan.
Yeah, so did his girlfriend. Heyo.
So, yep. If you guys are reading along, let us know what was your favorite art. Do you have a favorite issue? Favorite cover art?
That's right. Favorite moments. If you know
favorite character.
If you know Robert Kirkman's cell phone number.
Personal email.
Anything.
Address, we'll just send them a little invite, snail mail style, because we're classy like that.
We're classy. But yeah, so anyway, send us email, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, Comic Capers on Facebook, @Comic Capers Pod on Twitter, @CL Sidekicks on Twitter, and the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Can't remember that? Check us out on YouTube. It's right on the screen.
For your viewing consumption.
That's right.
If you nerds want to fight me, I don't think I said anything too controversial besides the Tony Stark and Rhodey comment, but you can feel free to @Lilith Hellfire. For everything else, all your Superman and Smallville and swearing needs, Save Me Podcast, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest.
And Instagram. Anyway, yes, Mr. Kirkman, Mr. Walker, Mr. Otley, email me, nightwingpdp@gmail.com, and on Twitter, I am at nightwingpdp. And stay tuned in a few weeks on the Quantum Zone. We may be talking to an artist.
Ooh, intriguing.
Mm-hmm. And join us next episode, because we're going to
the trilogy.
Finish up Invincible.
That's what you should have named this one. Trilogy time.
I'm sure we can find other trilogies. Anyway, that's right. Join us next time for fun times like that was it. The death of all things. Another cheery thing.
End of all things.
The
death
end
of everyone.
The end of all the invincible goodness. And we'll re-answer the question: what will you have after 500 years?
Mm.